Hello, my name is Andrew Zell and I'm a graduate diploma in education student at Murdoch University. As part of my university studies, I have created this poster to highlight the challenges students with a physical disability face in the classroom and some evidence-based practices that teachers can implement to best support these students. So what are physical disabilities? Physical disabilities refer to any physical impairment which is permanent, chronic, episodic, that substantially reduces a person's capacity for communication, social interaction, learning, or mobility. Students with a physical disability might possess a significant injury to the brain, spinal cord, or limbs, a disease like multiple sclerosis, epilepsy, or cerebral palsy. They might be blind or deaf. It's very likely that Western Australian teachers in mainstream classrooms will teach a student with a significant physical disability. At least 2.3 million Australians possess a physical impairment, and 620,000 Australians possess a severe or profound physical handicap. In addition, at least 65% of children with a disability attend mainstream schools. About a third of these kids possess a significant physical disability. How do students with a physical disability experience school? Students with a significant physical disability experience physical and social impediments when going to school. Some of these physical barriers include trouble accessing the school, classroom, and school facilities, difficulty sitting and moving around the classroom, hearing or seeing or communicating in the classroom, and sometimes they feel fatigue. Students may also experience cognitive impairments to their learning as a consequence of their physical disability. These include difficulties processing new information and sometimes difficulty in recalling information in conversation. Students with a physical disability may also experience social and emotional barriers in school. For example, students with a physical disability might find it challenging to participate in social and physical activities, reducing their opportunities to forge friendships and feel included within the school in those school activities like assemblies or carnivals. To best support a student with a physical disability, teachers should prepare for the student by reading any support material such as the student's IEP, academic records, and NAPLAN testing scores, and talk with the student's other teachers to understand the student's specific learning needs. Teachers should create an accessible and supportive classroom environment where the student can fully participate with lessons and have a positive social interactions. Teachers should make adjustments to the delivery of the curriculum by appropriately scaffolding and lessons and introducing multiple teaching approaches to ensure that all students can access the same content. Teachers should also adopt assessment techniques that provide students with appropriate opportunities to demonstrate their progress. Teachers should also strive to improve their practice to reflection and professional development. Appropriately scaffolding lessons is an important evidence-based strategy that teachers can use to support students with a physical disability. For example, researchers have found that deaf and hard of hearing students underperform academically when compared to non-deaf students. At least 50% of the variability of these students' academic achievements is due to poor teaching practices. Scaffolding instruction can be used at any point in the lesson process, but is particularly useful for when introducing new concepts or materials. To implement scaffolded instructions, teachers plan for the introduction of new topics, introduce the new topic by modeling how the new task is completed, provide whole-of-class activities to practice the new topic, provide group activities and additional practice to support students to learn the new topic, and then finally introduce activities so that individual students can demonstrate their mastery of the new topic. When using scaffolded instruction in the classroom, teachers can support students' learning by using visual organizers, such as Venn diagrams, cue cards, mind maps, quizzes, prompts, and sentence stems. Unfortunately for many students with a disability, school is a place where they experience bullying. For example, in 2017, 56% of students with a disability experienced bullying in the previous 12 months. twice the rate of bullying in the general population of students. Bullying can negatively impact a child's education and result in higher rates of absenteeism, a decrease in grades, and a loss of interest in school. To reduce the possibility of bullying in the classroom, teachers should create a positive and inclusive classroom environment. They should set behavioral norms early, respectfully respond to inappropriate behavior, and praise students' positive attitudes. When a class is displaying bullying behavior towards a student with a disability, teachers should implement programs that specifically teach appropriate actions that reduce the incidence and severity of bullying. These actions might include peer interventions, teaching tolerance, and maintaining a zero tolerance for bullying within the environment, and also self-advocacy. When a class is displaying bullying behavior towards a student with a disability, teachers should implement programs that specifically teach appropriate actions that reduce the incidence and severity of bullying, such as peer intervention, tolerance, maintaining a zero tolerance for bullying within the environment, and self-advocacy. The evidence shows that programs designed to respond to bullying about specific ailments are more effective than programs that are designed to address bullying generally. The term physical disability describes a broad range of physical impairments that can significantly impact a person's life. There are a significant number of students with disabilities attending mainstream schools, and it is very likely that teachers like us will teach a student with a significant disability, a significant physical impairment, during our time teaching. When teaching students with a physical disability, teachers should prepare for the student, create a supportive classroom environment that does not tolerate bullying behavior, make appropriate adjustments to the delivery of the curriculum by scaffolding lessons, adopt assessment approaches that support all students to demonstrate their progress, and strive to improve their practice through reflection and professional development. By adopting these practices, teachers can support students who possess a physical disability to reach their educational goals.